Okay, I realized I hadn't done an update lately with my one little word. I have been doing it every month, and it's almost time for September. And so I used this little junk journal that I got at a craft store a while ago, but they're so easy to make. But I just bought one already made and put some of this embossing tape or label maker embossing on it. And so I've shown some of these pages, and I actually walked through the junk journal in the previous film, but it has all this paper, and I've just added some things to it. I did a journal the first 3 months, but we are more than 6 months in. So this was the cover page. This was my word of the year is hope, and I wrote all the definition and the Bible verse I had chosen, and then why I chose it. And some of these things, like I added these, but the paper was here, and then I just added these little things. But like I said, you can buy these on places like Etsy, and then here, January was my intentions. And so I really went into detail about how I was planning on conquering my word of the year. And wrote it all out. And again, this was part of it. And I just added some papers and obviously my lettering and try to do some of it handwritten just so it's more personal. And my plan is to use this book for at least one more year. So hopefully I can develop something that goes along with this word. So this was still part of January, and then I did February, and I used the foil stuff by Heidi Swap. And instead of using her foiler machine, though, I used my laminator, which was like $30, and I also use a lot for laminating. So there I reflected at the end of February. What I did for February was I did practice hope, and every day that I actually was saying some specific prayers. And so every day I prayed, which was every day because I am a sticker-driven girl. I did a little dot, and then at the end of the month, like I said, I did the little reflection piece on the back of the month. So then my word for March was focus. And so I did this little overlay on this month just because I thought it was, because then, oh, look, it's in focus. And so after I had something very specifically that I was focusing on for each of myself, my brother, and my mom, and then I have a secret hope. And then I just close it with a little paper clip just so it stays together. So then April, this little tag was already in here, so this was in here, this was in here, so that kind of inspired me. I added this little like kind of red and black theme, and so this I did some embossing powder and had a stamp that said April, and this month I did some questions about hope. And so I did, how do I find it? And then up here I did the answer, how do I feel with it when I have hope? And then what does it really mean to have hope? So answer those little questions. Then this was kind of a toothpaste spread. This was May, and it was taking a photo of hope. And so in this particular case, sorry, I'm like trying to do this around a stand. I'm trying out. So here's the May, capture hope. And I just cut out some scraps of type, and then I have a little student and just some hopes I had. This was the end of the school year. Some hopes I had specifically for this student and other students that come through my classroom. And then on the back, I wrote about, in May, I wrote about the picture that I had taken. So did some journaling. Here, June, I did in progress. And this one, again, this was the little pocket that was already in there. And so inside, I made a little pull out. And my experiences so far, most surprising, something I've enjoyed, my challenges, what is impacting my relationship with others, specific actions this month, one word that pops up, or the words that keep popping up, practice I've developed related to the word, and words that I keep saying. So that was June, and it slips right down inside there. And then I revisited my goals, so end of the year goals, and revisited those, and then added some stamps and stuff, and added this piece, but like this little flap was there already. But this is July, and so I did a little tag that was in here, and then inside July, I wrote a letter to Hope. So there it is, Dear Hope. Wrote Hope a letter, and then made this little pocket, glued a little envelope down, kind of made it patriotic themed colors. So trying to do a little bit darker colors because it just goes with the book, but it's fun. Then August is my last one that I've done. So I had a big page that just said August, and then this chapter of life. I did some more writing. Celebrations and struggles right now. Sorry, can't see that. Celebrations and struggles. So I'm about to do. Oh, wait. And then I had a picture that I added to it. And so just some things that, long story. Tell you over coffee sometime if we're friends. If not, you'll probably hear about it sometime anyway if we're not. So I did a picture. It's a blog that relates to kind of the things going on in my life right now. And then I have, planned out the rest of the year. September, right here, I'm doing a song that's really spoke to me this year about hope. I'm gonna write the lyrics. October, pace, rest, joy with a photo. November, I'm gonna do a letter to myself. December, I'm going to talk about how it's impacted me, facts, feelings, and what I want to remember, and then I will be ready for 2019, but not too soon, because there's a lot left of 2018, and I want to savor every day.